Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of The Walk Around. Grab some popcorn, get some drinks, and enjoy the show. Alrighty, what's up guys, and welcome back to episode 7 or 8, I'm not 100% sure, forgive me, episode 7/8 of this season of The Walk Around, which is season 2. And yeah, welcome back guys. Today we're following along with the quad trend from the previous episode. However, instead of the 250, we've got this nice big 450 or 400. Actually, it's an LTZ400. So yeah, no, it's going to be a good one guys. As always with these off-roads, like I always say guys, just remember what they're used for, what they're designed for, and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, if there's a little bit of damage here or there that I don't touch on, it's purely because it's just expected given the bike and all of that, and taking everything into consideration. So yeah guys, this is a 2006 Suzuki LTZ400. And with that being said guys, let's just jump straight into it. If you guys watched the previous episode, you would have seen that the previous quad was actually a drive shaft. However, over here guys, you'll see that we've got the chain and the sprockets and all of that sort of stuff. So very, very different. Obviously, as I said on the previous quad, the power delivery is just going to be a little bit better in the sort of low revs. That power is just essentially going to kick in much quicker purely because of just the way that it's designed. You know, obviously you've got a chain which has a lot of slack, so you're going to pick up that slack before you start getting that power. Whereas with the drive shaft, there's no slack to be picked up, so it's just boom, instant power. So that's obviously one of the main differences. Beyond that, you guys will see that our wheelbase is a little bit, well, actually much wider, much wider. And then obviously, as I said guys, this is a 400cc, not a 250. And yeah, beyond that, I think the only other main difference is that it's not semi-automatic. This is fully manual. So guys, this is probably one of the most, if not the most common quad in the country. We have had a whole bunch of these. I think this is probably, like, no joke, maybe the 30th LTZ400 that we've had in here. We've had a lot of them, we've sold a lot of them, and we very rarely have them coming back to the shop. So yeah, they're very reliable, very easy to maintain, and yeah, they can really do it all. I actually did an episode last season on an LTZ, and yeah, it's just like, it's the do-it-all quad. It can race, it can, well, I don't know about racing. Obviously, if you want to get very serious with it, you can start updating suspension and exhaust and that sort of stuff, and a little bit of tuning. But yeah, for like a beginner racing, you can definitely use this. You can take it onto the track, you can take it into the bush, you can really do it all on this. I mean guys, I kid you not, we've had a guy buy one and build it into a lawnmower, and we've had a guy buy one and build it into an aeroplane towing machine. Should I say that? So he put a big tow bar on the front, and then he used that to get all of his like little planes, sort of the single turbines and stuff like that, or single propellers, in and out of the hangars. So yeah guys, to say the least, these things can do it all. And as I said, very easy to maintain, cheap to maintain. Parts are so readily available in this country. Yeah, the fact that it's a Suzuki, again, it just helps that. So yeah, I don't think there's a better quad to own in the country. Obviously, you've got your Raptor 660s, your 350s, your YFZ450s, all those sorts of things, and your Polaris and your more Chinese brands. But personally guys, if I was to get a quad, it would either be an LTZ400 or the likes of like a Sportrax 300 or Sportrax 400, because yeah, these things are super nice. And the only main difference between this and the 400s, the Hondas are actually much smaller. Overall, these are actually quite big quads when compared. I don't think we actually have one. Let me have a look for you guys. Just want to see. So just for argument's sake, we've got the Bombardier. That thing is huge. Got the baby little LT50. We've got your 250 over here. Well, I thought we had a Sportrax, but unfortunately we don't. But yeah, you guys will see one pretty soon, I'm sure. They come in quite often. But yeah, as I said, if it came down to me personally, I would either be going with this or the likes of a little Sportrax. Yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer between these two. I think 660s are a little bit too much. Obviously, like I said, you got the Bombardier 650 over there as well. That thing is just absolutely huge. Guys, I don't think I gave you a price, and yeah, just in case I didn't, this thing is selling for $49,900. And yeah, guys, I must say it's a pretty good deal. This thing is in really good condition. I think this also went through a full recon process. You guys will see over here, just on the frame, has been fully redone. It's looking brilliant over there. All these casings have been sprayed. The exhaust guard, just a full-on refurbish, and they've done an absolutely brilliant job. Unfortunately, guys, I don't see too many accessories slash modifications, but I do see one or two. Obviously, you've got some nice UFO grips on there, super nice. We've got a nice and fresh Rockstar bar cushion over there, looking nice and snazzy. Then over here, guys, you'll see that we've got a nice little pipe on there. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that. I don't see any sort of branding or anything like that. However, you know, nowadays, guys, unless you're like some sort of top of the line racer, you're not really going to notice much of a difference in terms of performance with these compared to the stock pipes. But obviously a sound factor, it's definitely going to be a bit different. But yeah, nothing too crazy, just a normal muffler. No full system or anything like that. Yeah, guys, other than that, I'm not seeing much in terms of modifications or anything I need to bring attention to. Obviously on the front there, you'll see these are super nice, I must say. They kind of just cover your shocks up here in the front. I don't know if I can, there we go. So you guys will see, there's our shocks. And yeah, these basically just keep them nice and clean and keep them out from the sun in terms of sun damage. I mean, you'll see this is already sun damage. So yeah, honestly, it just keeps the shocks looking nice and fresh. Doesn't allow them to get too dirty. I mean, the mud can definitely get in there and cake up in there. So yeah, super nice to have those on there. Yeah, guys, I don't think there's anything else really. Obviously, we do have reverse on this thing, which is over there. I hope you guys can see that. I will show you when I start it. Yeah, guys, I don't think there's anything else that I really need to touch on. Yeah, no, I think that's about it. So yeah, let's jump into damage, any sort of major damage, let's rather say that. As I said, guys, it's been fully refurbished. There might be a little bit of rust here and there. I'm not seeing any. But I'm not going to say that there isn't, because nowadays with these older bikes, unfortunately, it is a given. You'll just see on this front right tire, guys, it is slightly dry rotted. You'll see a little bit of cracking there. Nothing too crazy. There's a few dents and scratches on those rims. Again, it's not something that you can really avoid. It's pretty much a given, especially on these quads. But the nice thing about the quads is there's very rarely major damage to the fairings. It's mainly your rims that end up taking the beating. So yeah, I see this front left one, it's got two dents. There's one there and one over there. Otherwise, just a little bit of scuffing. Yeah, guys, other than that, just a few scratches here and there. Really nothing major at all that I can see. Yeah, I think obviously because it's been fully refurbished, there's not going to be anything major. I see over here, this is all just a little bit scuffed up. I think that's also been broken off there. Again, this is just like a footrest essentially. So yeah, nothing major. It's not going to really affect the performance of the vehicle in any way. Same thing on this side. I think this is actually probably from the tire coming up on here when the suspension is fully compressed. Chain and sprockets, we're looking good, guys. Really, there's actually no major rust on this thing at all. I know I said it's a given, but I haven't seen any. No engine leaks, no nothing like that. Yeah, no, guys, one of the cleaner LTZ400s that I've actually seen. This thing is in very good condition. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to start it, but I just want to show you how the reverse works before I make noise. So now let's say the bike is running and it's in neutral. You'll see over here just at the bottom your shifter. So what you're essentially going to do is you're going to put pressure on that, and then you'll see over here we have our little knob. So what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to put pressure on there and we're going to turn that at the same time, and it's going to pop into reverse. So yeah, let me get this thing started. I'll give you a little rev or two, and then yeah, I'll show you how the reverse works, and that'll pretty much wrap things up, guys. And then over here, guys, you'll see this is actually your choke. So your cold starts, you're going to have it up at the top there. And I'll just help the bike to start a little bit easier. Alrighty, guys, so while it was warming up, we actually ran out of juice. I don't want to bother the mechanics right now, but yeah, fortunately I was able to get you guys a nice little startup. So yeah, as I did explain to you guys how the reverse works and all of that. So yeah, if you're interested, just come in. You can chat to Maniki over there. He's one of our salesmen. Yes, Mr. Money Keys. Otherwise, yeah, there should be another salesman at that point in time. His name's going to be Mr. Paul. So yeah, either Money Key or Mr. Paul. You guys can ask them and they'll show you how this thing works properly. And yeah, guys, that's it from me today. Hope you guys all enjoyed the episode. It's going to be our last one for the day, unless maybe something changes. But yeah, I think this is going to be the last one for the day. So yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions, just drop them down there in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, that's it from me today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace. Alrighty guys, so just a quick interjection here. You will see that normally there's a coolant reservoir over here. I just wanted to let you guys know it isn't on the bike at the moment. We are just waiting for a new one to come in because the previous one just had a little crack in it. So yeah, that will be replaced. Please don't stress if you see that it is missing. We are going to replace it. We are purely just waiting for the part to come in.